There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Now it's Agahawa. Wood. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kimmich does really well there, he is strong. Rabiot. Over to the right flank. And this is Ronaldo. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here! Agahawa. India are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. To Rabiot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Lopez. And here's Fernandez. Oh, what has happened? And one more try! In he goes again. And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
India restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Fernandez. Unahi. He's having a hit! Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Gerrard. PK. Not the most convincing of passes. Ferdinand. PK. Gerrard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ferdinand. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
India really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for... There's the header! Sensational from Bellingham! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. Argentina have their lead. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quality ball. And this is Ronaldo. It's a goal kick. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Konami tries to pass it through. Played into space. Van Dijk cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bernardo Silva charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Ronaldo. Tries to cross. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, terrible pass. Akahawa. Kimmich. PK. Carreras. That's destined for the flank. Not where it came from. Looking for options for movement. Skillfully cut out. He is... Tries a shot! And that really should have been that.
Cout really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Unahi opts for safety. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
India really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's in a great position here. And there's the shot! Oh, he's just got under that.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
PK is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Ferdinand.
2 added minutes has been
Gerrard.
indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. He won't be happy with that one. But that signals the very end. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
And we come to you.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, easy pickings there. Fermin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Not the most accurate pass.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Messi. That is ended up in no man's land. He might be in here! Oh, Aguero! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Alexander-Arnold for Pablo Fornals. Unahi. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And he's decided to go for it. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Alexander-Arnold. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Kane. Unahi, distributed tidily. And it's Rabiot, Fernandez.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Kamavinga. And this is Kane. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yamal. Rabiot does well to get it back. Fernandez. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And smartly reclaimed. For Pablo Fornals. And it's Fernandez. Van Dijk. He's trying to hit the front line here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Kane. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, just skips past his man. Unahi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And a quick announcement
So neither
today
side
that
has
memorabilia
found a way
from
through
today's
yet.
match is now
Well,
on
this will have
sale
given
in the
them a
Stadium
chance
Hall.
to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
And we get things going again. So the first half brought no goals. Fernandez. Unahi. Now this could be a chance. Jimenez with the slide tackle there. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. And here's Yamal. Yamal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Unahi! That was Oh, superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's Kane! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now a sudden chance to counter. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. That pass isn't the best. Spread it left. And he is slightly undercooked that one.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the pass is intercepted. "75 minutes played."
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Agahawa. Yamal. Threads one in. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Kane.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Messi, great ball, shot and goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get it through?
Time.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Just a quick announcement.
Your
An
final
exciting
thoughts,
one,
Jim?
too. We're
Yeah,
about
this
to
looked
announce
the most
today's
likely
lucky numbers.
outcome, but we've
Please
had
watch
a
the
good
screen if you
variety
have
in
a
this
ticket.
game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it's not very often.
Can he finish? He's delivered all right! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a break, and Martinez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
India with the corner, they're first. Fernandes! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. That'll be a throw-in. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That has not gone well. Pablo Fornals. Fernandes. Now Mbappe. And it's Fernandes. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Martinez. And he's straight offside. Van Bommel. Van Dijk. He won't be happy with that one. Van Bommel. And it's Fernandes. Van Dijk. Van Bommel. Camavinga. What a throw-in. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Van Bommel does really well to win the ball there. This is a promising build-up. Almost half an hour in now. Mbappe really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has left him in a heap. It's a pretty loose pass.
India can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Played out towards the right wing. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kane, nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. That is good strength. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Fellow attendees, this is
India
a
up by one goal at the halfway point.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
There's plenty of
during the match
positives
at
to
all
take
times.
despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
India can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
So we're off again. India currently ahead by the smallest of margins. India come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool fit.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Great chance here from position A1.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Unahi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's delightful. Pablo Fornals.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Mbappe. And this is Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Fernandez makes a dash for it. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's played in low. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's picked his way through. India are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's got away. Caught offside that time. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Lopez. Fermin. And the pass is intercepted. 5 minutes left on the clock. And Fernandez. Van Dijk. Oh, good spread. For Pablo Fornals. Now it's Agahawa. Agahawa! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi going vertical. And that'll be the end of that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a...
This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness.
Hello, everybody,
Win today,
and welcome to
and they
today's
will be
match.
up there amongst the elite. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. India must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Lopez. Sends it crossfield. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectations. Vermin! Takes the shot! Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Danilo. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. That's the keeper's ball. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Martinez. Danilo. Bangladesh are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
That's going up front in a hurry. Tries to play it through. Yamal. Vermin. Unahi. That's a good ball out wide. And Yamal. Van Dijk. Ah, he's given it away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last. Here's a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Totti. Saka. Totti. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neymar. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Distributed tidily. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Yamal. Coming on the field.
So we're off again.
Number 18.
India have been the team that have had the lion's share of
Substitution in
possession
progress.
and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Rooney with a reputation for taking on any shot. And here's Agahawa. Oh, that's... And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. Unahi. Goal is still neither... Good chance here! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pablo Fornals actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, shooting chance! India have their third corner. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Oh, he's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
India have obviously gone down this shooting route in the hope of exposing a flaw or two. I think the best thing they can do is just move to plan B.
Well, that is one way to stop him. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
He's a lucky boy. I've seen cards issued for less. Here's hoping he stays out of further trouble.
Neymar makes a move down the right. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Nice interception, well timed.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Totti with the short one. India have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Picked out brilliantly. Well read. And the danger is averted. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Vermeer. And he can clear it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, terrible pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Bangladesh clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Van Dijk. He's looking wide. Turns back here, probably the best option. And this is Rooney. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar! Nicely weighted ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Oh, important interception. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Vermin.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Merino.
Oh, well played.
Van Dijk calm. They'll have to settle for that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. The end of the game. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get
today's
the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Romero reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Now it's Pablo Fornals. Pablo Fornals goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Oh, but the flag's up.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. A heavy challenge. He's found a way past. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's made its way to him. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And the finish! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Could be danger here. Well, there's the clearance. Alexander-Arnold. Great ball, and Martinez! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and he's intervened well there. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Lautaro Martinez. This is a promising build-up. That has been slung wide. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Backward it goes. And claimed it back swiftly. Unahi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Driving forward. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Number 10.
It's the first half compared with your expectation.
I think it's been a decent enough watch,
11.
despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action. So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Martinez. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a good ball out wide. This looks promising. Unahi. Now it's Martinez. Oh, it's come loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. That's put paid to the danger. That'll be a throw. Pablo Fornals. Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Pablo Fornals certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's looking wide. That's a good run down the left. Half an hour gone in the second half. Spread it left.
Martinez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's on it, can he get away? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Martinez. Martinez. He's having a hit! He's keen, determined to have his say.
So, really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Can he get it through? And he's running through, and the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He looked so composed until the moment he pulled the trigger. I still think he can't believe he didn't put it away.
Number 71.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nice physical challenge. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. And he's managed to get free. That's that, the end. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Now it's Agahawa.
Wood. He's a sharp little ball here.
Alexander-Arnold.
Gets into a good position. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kimmich does really well there. He is strong.
Rabiot. Over to the right flank. And this is Ronaldo. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
He is through here.
Agahawa. India are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail.
To Rabiot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Lopez.
And here's Fernandez. Oh, what has happened? And one more try! In he goes again. And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
India restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Fernandez. Unahi.
He's having a hit! Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Gerrard.
PK. Not the most convincing of passes. Ferdinand. PK.
Gerrard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ferdinand.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
India really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for...
There's the header! Sensational from Bellingham! Sumptuous finish and